Okay, welcome everyone to our XCOM meeting. Today is the 2nd of November, and we are 6 participants today. So we have quorum. We have an agenda with 9 points on it, including the any other business. So I'd like to start off with point 1, so we can get this going before our official meeting today. It starts at 12:15. Membership status. So Tom is not here, but Inez is. And Inez, would you like to take this over?
You want me to take it over?
Yes, if you have any more.
Okay. So there is a suggestion, or actually a proposal from Jurist to have...
Oh, no, for membership status, for the membership.
For the membership.
For agenda, point 1 on the agenda that I sent you all.
Okay.
Of the members we have.
So, yes, I see that we have, according to your figures, total paid members in the club 27, total unpaid members 9. Yes, I will follow up with the 9 people, including with Gordana.
Okay. She was so honest, she wrote to us all.
I'll take care of it tonight, so I apologize.
I have a comment, if I may, because I called Toastmasters yesterday and discovered something that was new to me. The people who have not paid are still on the Toastmasters roster. So we're not getting rid of them on EasySpeak, but they do not have access to pathways. And they basically will still be on the club roster until the beginning of December. But again, they don't have access to pathways. So Gordana, you as a club officer had access to pathways and Club Central for 1 month, but now that's not there. So if you would want to do a speech in pathways, you couldn't get there. And the other thing is the fact that you pay your membership is not enough. The treasurer has to submit it to Toastmasters International. Okay, so there's that interim. If you pay tonight, unless Tom does something in the very near future, you're still going to be in this limbo status.
Well, this is where I want to butt in. The problem is that Tom doesn't have access to the bank account, only Brigitte does. But Tom has access to Toastmasters International. So he gave Brigitte his login username and password. So one of us, probably me, I have to sit down with him and say, come on, Tom, she's not the treasurer anymore. You have the title. So take it completely and all the duties and tasks of this position, or we're going to have to find someone else, because switching the bank account, they're both in the VIC. They can do that. If he doesn't want to go to this Erste Bank, then we stay with Bank Austria. This is now November, and he's been treasurer now since
July. I noticed the last payment was made on the 26th of October by Brigitte.
It's only Brigitte doing everything.
That's the last financial thing I could locate.
Yes, that was done for Stephanie.
Correct.
So what happens is she transfers the money, but has to go in using Tom's username and password. Can you imagine? Because
Melanie, I can't hear you. Could you repeat that, please?
She cannot go in as Brigitte. She has to go in as Tom, because officially Tom is the treasurer. So she's using his username and password to actually go into the Toastmasters International to pay, using her credit card and repaying herself every time. We have to change this. So
I hope we get this sorted out, because if we're going to be expecting new members, like I hope, we have to somehow streamline this and make it a little bit more efficient. Ines, I noticed, for example, you register people with Toastmasters, but they don't become members until the treasurer pays. So, I mean,
however, as soon as I have registered them, I send an email to both Tom and Brigitte so that they know that the paperwork is done. And it works still so far. It has worked.
Okay.
We had with Stephanie a couple of... Yeah, we had with Stephanie a couple of boo-boos because, she wanted actually already to start in September. However, we were not able to register her in September because in September, we started for October with the new membership amounts to be paid for the next 6 months. So there was a bit of a difficulty there. We sorted it out. What I think is important, and we need to talk about it later on in the meeting, and that is the mentorship issue. Because now we need Stephanie to really be assigned a mentor. And I think Maria Teresa has done it, but we discuss it later.
We discussed it as an agenda item for later. But again, I stress, everybody can pay, Ines can register, but if the treasurer doesn't do their job, nothing happens.
So can I just ask?
If I may ask, sorry, I was just gonna ask Melanie, so what's the issue here with the credit card? I still don't understand why he cannot take over.
Because his name isn't on the bank account.
So what I wanted to know was, has it been clarified? Is it really necessary for us to change? Is it, because our account is in the name of the association of Toastmasters? Is it really, can't we just change? Have we tried to just change the name of the signatories? Is it really necessary to change a whole new bank account?
Maybe not. So what I'll do is my point is, Gordana, please note for the agenda, I will be in touch with Tom and Brigitte today. And I will make a date with them that we simply put Tom on the account and find out how we can go about paying, because Tom apparently doesn't have a credit card. Okay. So he doesn't want to do any of the transfers, but there is a VIC Toastmasters credit card that can be used to pay.
No, there isn't.
I just have to find out from Brigitte because she was on sick leave.
We don't have a club credit card. I used to make the payments on my own payment and then send my yeah.
Okay. I don't know why someone told me there was an existing credit card.
No.
Ines, would you like me to send you the names of the unpaid members?
Okay, thank you.
I can do that. I'd be glad to do that.
Okay.
And the thing is that even if he doesn't have a credit card, he can open one just for Toastmasters, right? And okay.
Okay, let's get to agenda 2, Distinguished Club Program. I would like Maria Teresa to take that point on the agenda over because she received the email like all of us did.
Yeah, we're trying to at least achieve certain goals with the Distinguished Program. Among them is club officer training. And in the email that Melanie sent you, there are 2 dates that everybody, giving possibility, should try to attend. Official members, afraid Lily, you wouldn't count for points. Anybody officially on the committee should attend the training on the 4th of November, and I believe it's the 25th. It's in the email. And if you need the Zoom link, I can send that to you. I think everybody on the committee should have received that.
Yeah.
I only could recommend, please, let's try to get 4 for both of those days that we get the points. And also the experience of finding out what we can do as officers.
And is it a repeat? The 25th is a repeat of the training on the 4th, or are they 2 different ones? That's what I wasn't sure.
They're 2 different ones. There's one on the 4th and there's one, I think, on the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll look at the email again and I can forward it to you all. I save all the emails on the folder.
I will do the 4th. I will do the one for Thursday. I will be there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think in order to get points, we have to do both. I'm not positive. Maybe I can ask them on the 4th.
Yeah, that's a good question to ask. I'll be on the 4th as well. Put it in my calendar.
Okay, if we can get one more person, that would be great. I.e. Gordana, maybe.
Or we can ask Nicole or somebody, whoever has time. It's a night session, isn't it?
Pardon me?
It's a night session, correct?
It's 2 hours.
2 hours.
From
6 to 8. 6 to 8.
I leave my camera on and cook dinner and come back. And,
Well, that means then it's a part 1 and part 2 because it's compulsorily. It has to be 4 hours to count. So that means it's part 1, part 2, and you've got to attend both sessions.
Okay. Am I crazy?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. We'll find a way. I'll be there, Inez will be there, and we can just see whoever else wants to get in there. Okay. Point 3 on the agenda, which we will use some information that Inez has from the URS company. This is the meeting in December, which would be 7th of December, which would be our end of year celebration lunch. Inez, please.
Excuse me, Melanie, it's not going to be an evening thing. It's going to be a lunch thing.
A lunch thing, no evening.
Okay, because last time we were online via Zoom and it was in the evening.
Yeah, but we're picking up the same as 2019.
I'm sorry?
2019, when you had the proper luncheon at the VIC restaurant. So Inez will give us some ideas of what she's come up with Eurus.
Okay. I have
Sorry to
Okay.
Inez,
So
if
this
you
is-
don't mind, before you start, is this the same with the feedback to Ivona as area director?
No, that's
It's not.
separate.
It's two different things. Okay, yeah.
Okay, can I just ask a question? Would it be like 12:15 to 1:30 or something like that?
12 to 2. Let me give you some details which I was able to get from Eurest in the VIC. So the idea was to have, we looked at the dates in December, also depending on what we had discussed last time in the ExCom meeting. The suggestion is to do it on Tuesday, the 7th of December from 12 to 1400 to 2 o'clock. That
Okay.
is actually the range when people want to leave earlier, etc. We thought 2 hours is for such actually a year of the end get together important. I also understand from our last meeting that we wanted to combine the year of the end party plus the 30th anniversary. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I'm
Celebration.
not in favor of that. I think we've missed the boat with the 35th anniversary.
Okay, it's not too late.
Let's blame
Maria
it on
Teresa.
COVID and do it next
Yeah,
year.
let's blame it on.
It's too late. It's too late. We'll blame it on COVID and do it next year. And we'll do it in October next year. If I'm
Okay.
still alive, I will fight for that.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
let me ask you a question. Should I put this on EasySpeak, end of year celebration, VIC restaurant?
Yes, yes.
7th of December
you
lunch
can put it
period.
in that so that people or members can anticipate already and organize their planning. The room will be assigned, a special room will be assigned, and the idea is also to have a buffet. A buffet, I just talked to Melanie just before everybody else came on board, that we have 2 main courses, which could be actually to be selected from, vegetarian and a meat dish. Normally, Eurest is so amazingly professional. I don't really have to explain things, but we among ourselves need to agree upon the whole issue. Then normally they give an entree, a soup, and a main course, and a dessert. Okay, so they suggested, based on their calculations, that it would cost us approximately 27 euro per person, which is a bit steep. What I could do is find out what they can provide us for 25 or for 20 euros. I need to go back to them this week. They organize the room, they decorate the room, and they are pretty also in this amount, which they gave us as an estimate. We know that the setting up the room, the waitress need to be paid because they need also extra waitresses or waiters for the day. Normally they give us 2. This amount is not including alcoholic beverages, or I'm not so sure, coffee. Maybe we can still get a coffee at the end of the meal, but basically this is based on beverages should be paid by people individually. Last year in 2019 we had an amount of 27 euro per person, and the club had subsidized approximately, I think, 10 or 15. I have to check this with Brigitte. They had subsidized an amount, and the 10 or 15 euro was the amount the members paid. I have to check that with her. She's not here. I will also figure that out.
Okay,
And
I have,
Tom's not here
wait,
either.
wait, no, one thing. Another option is that we take a la carte, but that is a huge, logistically, it's just messy because we also wanted to have a program. We want to have also year-end celebration arrangements to be made. So we should really try to make things as simple as possible. Based on COVID regulations in the VIC, we are able to get 35 people on board. I think maximum was 50. And we will get a special room. I think it could be the Mozart room or whatever, which I have to figure it out with them. I told the lady who was in charge and organizing this event that we will have a discussion today. I will get back to her and I will solidify a number of new issues which I will get from her in the course of this week with Melanie and with the treasurer.
Ines, thank you for your efforts. Melanie, I just have a point for you. I think you should mention this in the business section of today's meeting, that people get a little advance notice. Mention end of year celebration, 7th December VIC restaurant.
Yeah, and then more to come because it will be, I personally told Inez, we were alone for the first 15 minutes, that my fear with a buffet is, number one, first and foremost, the germ spreading when you go up and you grab your food. I'm not a buffet person. I've never have been a buffet person. It's always too much food and it's just the presentation. It's just like, drop it on the plate. And I said, I would love, and as we'll see what the difference in price is, that everyone gets a soup serve, which would be an appetizer. Then you pick if you want menu 1, which would be fish, or sorry, not fish, flesh, meat, or menu number 2, which is a vegetarian. And then the same dessert. And it's got to be cheaper. And it's not that stressful for the cafeteria, the restaurant, if it's only 2 meals and people have to order ahead of time. So we know we have 5 vegetarian and the rest the meat. I mean, I don't want people to spend more than 20 euros. It's half the membership, we get it for one day. And the drinks are always a la carte. So just think about the Horrigan, what everybody put out, about 15 euros max for their meal. So I would love it if Inez and I can go and talk to the US. Find out if they're even going to open. The restaurant is not open. I walked by on Friday. It wasn't open. The bar's not open. The restaurant is not open. Only the cafeteria. So if we're getting cafeteria food at that price again, it's just the convenience that it's there because people that work in the VIC can go for lunch. So what do you all think about the option of an a la carte, but set menu number 1 or menu number 2? Thumbs up. Just to see the difference in price. Inez and I can do that with, because she knows them, the woman is the manager.
Melanie, I think we leave that to your discretion. I think we should move on because we've got several points still to cover. But please mention it at the business section of today's meeting.
Yeah, the details, we can figure it out.
Yeah, the details are, but Ines, thank you for your efforts up to now.
Okay, so number 6 would have been the mentoring program. I think we touched base on that, Maria Teresa. You want to try to get new members hooked up with us. I already wrote back to you.
No. I would like to get a real mentoring program in place. Up to now, it's been kind of haphazard. I sent out an email and I'm getting responses from people.
Okay, good. So that's on you to take that over to assign.
Yeah.
I have 2, but I would take on 1 more because Pinar is pregnant, so she probably won't do that much for the time being. And
Pinar is another person who hasn't paid.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still going to be part of it. Let me reach out to her privately. With
Okay.
a new baby, now she'll have 2 little ones at home. Maybe she doesn't have time at all for.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. No, I'm on top of that, depending upon the response I get for our members.
Okay, number 7 was Zoom issues.
No, we forgot Ivana. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I need to come back. Of course, we should not do mentoring in a haphazard way. However, there are a couple of urgencies and we need to get the new members very much excited about the program. And therefore, I would suggest that we already have for 2 or 3, I think we have 3 new members. One of the last member is Stephanie, and I would like her to get a mentor assigned to.
Would you like to be her mentor?
I have already 2.
You
I
see,
had
this is my problem, Ines. I don't know who is willing to be a mentor in our club.
I can
That's what
take
I was-
on Stephanie, she's American, and I'll drop Pinar probably. I'm gonna reach out to Pinar today. So
So
I will-
Pina, yeah.
90% be taking.
Okay, so
Pinar.
Melanie, you will take Stephanie. She's on
Yeah, I'll reach out
holiday
to
until
her.
the 25th of November.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I hope that she will be in the meeting today.
No,
I
no,
really-
she's on holiday to the 25th of November.
Oh, she's on holiday.
Yep,
Okay,
Did you talk to her?
email.
okay. So let me jump back to agenda item number 3 because it's already 7 after, and if we start the meeting officially at 12:15, we only have 8 minutes. There was an email that Maria Teresa, maybe I'll let you take this over, about Ivana, who's an area director, that she was acting as the area director on October 12th. I never knew she was. And she had some questions that she asked you. You want
Yeah.
to elaborate on that?
Okay, I'll fill you in. Much to my surprise, I got an email from Ivana, who's a member of our club, informing me that she is the area director and she did the club visit on the 12th of October, unannounced, unbeknownst to me. I was really shocked because back in the day, people announced it. You also presented her in front of the members and so on and so forth. So again, we're sort of dealing with something retroactively, but she specifically asked me, are we planning any club events in the near future? And do we have any members who would like to hold office either in the club or at the district level? Now with events, I don't think she means Christmas lunches. She asked about an open house, but maybe, I don't know, Nicola's not here. I think we maybe try to get in touch with Nicole. Are we planning any events, i.e. recruiting events? I don't think so. We had the club days, at least in the VIC, where we had the stands.
That was in December every year.
Okay, and is anybody else aware of anybody? Yes?
Who spoke? Did somebody say something? I can find out when club days are, if you want me to do that. If we're still going to hold it this year. I can
Okay, if
check
you
in
could
the
find
VIC.
out about club days, and we could also, is there anybody in our club who wants to be an officer either in our club or at the district level?
No, thank you.
Maybe Nicole. You're right. Maybe Nicole.
Maybe Nicole.
We could ask Nicole.
Okay, she's going to come to the meeting probably. She said she'll be a little bit late. So, all right. So this thing with Ivana, I think she's wearing 2 hats, but it would have been nice because I think October 12th we were in person, so she could have mentioned, "Hey, I'm here as area director today, observing, and I'm going to put a report together." So she asked these questions retroactively to Maria Teresa after she was there, and I think she had a role as topics master.
Well, I only mentioned to her in my email back to her. I mentioned in my email back to her, as ordinary, the area director is introduced and gives a bit of a mini speech. And it's also that members of the club know who their area director is. This was very strange. But I think we have to move on because one of my major concerns, and we can't miss the boat, when are our meetings in December?
We're back to normal. I'm looking at a calendar, the 14th and the 21st. I'm sorry, the 14th.
I think the 21st is kind of unrealistic. I think we have the meeting on the 14th that should be, I believe, in person.
Okay, so let's do one only on the 14th in person and the 7th a luncheon and call it a year because the 28th is an IAEA holiday. It's a Tuesday and everyone's on leave. I'm skiing.
Okay, I was just wondering whether we're going to go ahead with the meeting on the 14th because that's already starting to get very close to Christmas. Do we go ahead with that?
Yeah, we have to have one.
I think we can do it. I feel that we can do it.
In person.
Okay, meeting on the 14th, yes, okay.
I think we can do it. We should.
And then I'm going to put a booking for the meeting room for all of 2022. Or should I do both Tuesdays of the month just in case you go back to only in person? What do you think? Better to have it than cancel it, right?
2022 meeting rooms. I think we need to fix that, yeah.
Okay, I'll put that.
And I also would need to have, and Rena, I think I asked you, I would need to have a list of agency holidays for 2022. I haven't put in any meetings for January. January onwards, empty.
We all get that sent to us, so one of us can send it to you, either Gordana or myself, anyone who works in the VIC.
Okay, let me
would
know.
do it.
And we stick to our pattern of second and fourth Tuesday of the month for meetings. This month has me a little bit thrown off because we're doing, in lieu of the 26th of October, etc. Okay, enough for me.
Yeah, 3. We're doing 3 this month just because we thought we'd give the members their money's worth, but you can see the turnout for roles is very slim for today, but I think we'll make it work with the table topics. So we'll do a table topic session, we'll do any other business, we can open a Q&A up for new members if they arrive. But let me, if I could flip back to the agenda.
We don't have a Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah. Who would like to be Toastmaster of the day? How about Lily? Lily, you're so good, and you weren't, I think Maria Teresa was last time, so it'd be great if Lily was, or you were general evaluator, Maria Teresa. Lily, would you be Toastmaster of the day today?
Yeah, quite honestly, I've got a lot of things going on and I haven't even looked at the agenda, but, and I'm running off to another meeting. Yeah,
Oh.
okay, yeah.
You don't, I mean,
Lily, if it's hard for you, I do it. But I mean, I don't think it should always be me. But if it puts you under stress, I'd be glad to do it.
But why is this meeting not online? I cannot,
it is online.
like, for
It is online.
example,
It's online.
when you go to Toastmasters VIC, we only have the, oh,
Does
never
it say
mind.
join meeting? I'm
Yeah.
actually I'm staying on right now for hopefully there's 3 people that I'm going to let in. That's it. Oh, Pinar's coming. Nick. Here they come.
Okay.
I had to let them in. Hello, ladies.
They're already there.
So we will continue this meeting of the XCOM. I think because we need to just 5 more minutes, hopefully, just to clean up the idea of Zoom. If I could always do Zoom or Tom can swap with me, I'll have to have him as backup. And then the recordings, Lily and I've got everything under control with that. I just have to add one more, Lily, and then the Gmail account will do. So I'll just keep letting people in.
Yes.
See?
Let's.
If I just may ask, who is taking care of the Gmail account, like checking emails and stuff?
Secretary.
That for sure,
Can you?
I think is just going to be Gordana, you,
Gordana?
myself, and,
Sure.
and
But by now,
Nicole.
until now, like, I don't have any access now. We have to work on that. But until that gets
You have
fixed.
access to Gmail.
No,
You
I
don't
don't,
have
because
access
last
to.
time, no, I don't, because last time I tried, we had to send, it had double checking in with the person to, what is it called? To key
Gordana,
Confirmation.
let's
Yeah.
talk with Nicole about it, because Nicole is the one who has
Okay.
been also checking things. She will come in at 12 o'clock. I mean, it's 12:14. So maybe after the meeting, we could check it out with her.
Okay, I can check it with her, then I can just email and stuff. I just wanted to make sure it's checked before things get fixed.
Right.
So can everyone rename themselves for your roles today to make it easier for the Toastmaster of the day?
Yes.
So if you have a role, please go up to the right-hand corner of your own picture, hit the 3 dots, and hit the sign that says rename under stop video. And then if you click back the screen, you can see the agenda for today. The Toastmaster of the day, I don't know if we can throw in really quick. We've got Monica as the general evaluator, Tatiana is our topics master, our counter is Karen, Nina's going to be a ballot counter, Inez is for Marion. And those are the main roles. We just don't have a speaker today, but it's really okay.
I suggest the Toastmaster or somebody put the agenda in the chat so that people can also follow.
I can click over. How do you do it? Do you just copy and paste it, or what do you do? Make a screenshot?
I'll do it.
Thank you. That would help be helpful to go to the.
Okay.
Melanie,
Okay.
in terms of the filming, was the live meeting filmed last time? Was there a video of that?
I believe so. Oh, no. I don't. No one has the idea where the damn camera is.
The camera's in the cupboard. Yeah.
It wasn't filmed.
Okay. Okay.
Will you come to the in-person meeting in 2 weeks?
Possibly.
If you do, that would be great, because that would be actually on the 14th No, sorry, the 16th. On the 16th, we'd be in person, and you can show me where everything is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we can
And then
start.
set it up.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to stop recording this, okay?
Mhm.
And then I'm going to start it again.